Hi, I want to tell you about my tea leaf reading and tarot and about my book called Confessions of a Tea Leaf Reader. I wrote the book because I wanted to just let people know some of the interesting stories about my lifestyle, the people that I've done readings for, and there's also information on how to do tea leaf reading in the book, as well as how I began doing tea leaf readings. I should just let you know that when you're doing a tea leaf reading, what you do is you drink a cup of loose leaf tea, and then what ends up in the cup is all these leftover leaves in the cup. And I see pictures in those leaves, and that's what opens up my intuition, so I tell you about your future in that way. The book, Confessions of a Tea Leaf Reader, I just want to go over the chapters with you. So it might pique your interest. Chapter 1 is giving into the temptation when someone decides to get a tea leaf reading. Chapter 2 is in the beginning, and that's about how I started doing tea leaf reading. Chapter 3 is in the very beginning, and that delves into the history of tea leaf reading. Chapter 4 is when the future concerns death, and that's about the topic that nobody wants to hear about in tea leaf reading, which is death. Included in this chapter is a situation, an attempted murder situation, which was probably one of my most difficult readings to do. Chapter 5 is star-crossed lovers, and so that's about love, being in love, wanting to be in love, wondering if you should end a relationship, begin a relationship, and all the other things that go into relationships. I've probably heard it all, I think. Chapter 6 is reading for the rich and famous. So in this chapter you get impressions of my impressions of people like Goldie Hawn, Charlotte Diamond, who's the children's performer, some millionaires that I've done readings for, those kinds of people. Chapter 7 is making it work, and this is anything to do with work. People often come to me concerning questions of work. How can I get a better job? How can I get a job that pays better? How can I leave my job? I'm used to the paycheck, but I don't want to be there. How can I work with what I'm passionate about? You know, all of these stories around work. Chapter 8 is for the long run, and these are stories of long-term clients, including one who, a very unusual character, who I think you would find it very interesting to read about him. And chapter 9 is partying. This is about parties that I've done, and whether it's Arabian Night theme parties, Mexican theme parties, weddings, wedding showers, these kinds of events. I've done a number of them. Someone might come visit someone from another part of the country or another country, and they get a group of people together, and I go and do readings for them. Chapter 10 is Opening Third Eyes, and this is about the workshops that I do in universities, colleges, and recreational centers, sometimes in tea shops or people's homes, to teach people how to do tea leaf reading. And then chapter 12 is taking my teacups on the road. So this is about my travels. I really do have a gypsy side to myself, and I've traveled as far as Glasgow, Scotland, doing readings and workshops at this beautiful little metaphysical shop called Opal Moon. I've been to Boulder, Colorado several times at Lighthouse Books. I've been to Whitehorse, Yukon. I've been to Winnipeg, Manitoba. I've been to Canmore, Alberta, and I've been to many communities on Vancouver Island and the interior of BC as well as several Gulf Islands. Okay, and then the last chapter is chapter 13, the day-to-day life and practical magic of being a tea leaf reader. Just how my daily routine is when I'm here at home on Salt Spring Island, BC, doing readings. If you would like to order a copy of the book, or just read the first 20 pages of the book and see if you would like to order it, you can go to innercirclepublishing.com If you would like a reading from me, you can contact me by email at t_lester@yahoo.com or phone 250-538-0086. I also should tell you I do long distance readings, so I can do a reading for anyone, anywhere in the world. Just email me or call me and we can arrange it. My website address is tealeafreading-by-tanya.com, and I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So there's lots of ways to get a hold of me. I love doing this. This is my passion, and I would love to give you a reading. And I would love to have you read my book. Thanks.